Hey, this is Chad the Mark with
Mr. Brown.
Turbo Tommy.
see, we got it messed up because we're not used to being all together, but that's all right because, you know, we're used to being in close quarters. But, you know, I think today when we talk about Groundhog Day, do you guys have anything that you feel like you're just stuck in a rut? Is there anything that just keeps happening over and over and over again to you?
Over and over and over again.
Because
Me having to get up and go to work.
I do have one. Every day I wake up and the Bengals are still in the Super Bowl.
Oh my God!
You're
gonna beat that drum to death, aren't you?
You're damn right I'm going to, Tommy. I ain't got nothing else in life, baby. I'm gonna ride.
I
the
don't
Bengals.
blame you.
I got 2 weeks where I can do it, and then after that, it's probably not going to be pretty. But that being said,
no, hold up, Chad. Hold up.
Go ahead. Hit me hard.
So the point is, usually we have hot stove this time of year, and guess what? There's no hot stove because they're far apart. And guess what I get to say? The Braves are world champs a day longer, baby. Because guess what? Your Bengals haven't won it yet, but my guys have.
Well, you know, all that being said, though, I don't think you want the season to not happen, though. Even though it would let you say the Braves are always the world champion, you still want a baseball season, though, right?
I mean, I want a season, but do I really? I mean, like, I'll live in this forever.
Just ride the wave, baby.
Yeah.
All right.
Strike all year long, baby.
All right, so I gotta ask you guys: did you see the news that broke today around Jerry West and the Los Angeles Lakers?
I did. I'm heartbroken by that. I just can't believe that goes on.
All right, so for those who may not have seen it, so it kind of started where Jeannie Buss was naming like her top 5 most important Lakers, and guess who she didn't name? She gave Kareem, Kobe, Magic, LeBron, and then Phil. But remember, wasn't Jerry pretty influential or instrumental in bringing those teams together, if I'm not mistaken?
Oh, absolutely. Half of the greatness is in his hands. Absolutely.
So that was number one. Number two, he didn't really say much, but he was doing an interview with The Athletic, and he said he didn't know why all the stuff has happened since he left. Maybe they were a little butthurt because he was at the Warriors and he was doing all that stuff there. And then he wanted to come back and they didn't really want him. So he went to the Clippers as a assistant there too. And then they got rid of his son, who was a scout for the Lakers after he'd been there for like 2 decades. And on top of that, he kind of said that maybe it would have been better for me if I never played for the Lakers to begin with, because after all that, they ripped his season tickets that Dr. Buss had promised him forever. So I can't think of any other time that, like, the only other LA example I can think of, do you remember when Jeff Fisher wouldn't let Eric Dickerson anywhere near the Rams practices and whatnot?
Yeah, I do remember that.
But this is a whole other level. Like, this is the logo. This is one of the top 75 players of all time. Like, can the Lakers fix this? Because Jerry West is saying it's not repairable.
It's not repairable. That was a piece of shit move. I hate to say it. It's just, how do you do the logo that way? I mean, there
slap in the face.
He said slap in the face.
Slap in the face.
Did you see how they pulled his season tickets? Did you see the method they used?
No, let Tommy continue. I'm just agreeing with the guy. Like, it's a slap in the face for, I think, you said 75, top 50 player ever. Think of how many points he would have if they had a 3-point line back then. One of the smoothest strokes in the history of the NBA. So, Turbo Tommy, please tell me why the Lakers are doing what they're doing.
I have no reason. I don't see any reason they can do that. That is the logo. That's the face of the NBA.
So the slap in the face line, I wanted to chime in just to let you know, the ultimate slap in the face was when they pulled his season tickets. They didn't even call him. They didn't even send him a fax. They didn't send him an email. They just text his wife.
Yeah, they didn't even talk to him.
They just text his wife.
They go to his wife.
And this guy, like Mr. Brown was saying, he's a Hall of Famer basketball wise, but also front office wise. Like, he's been tremendous at almost every stop he's been. And just the fact that they don't want anything to do with him and he doesn't want anything to do with them now, like, that's just a travesty on all fronts.
Every aspect of the game he's ever touched, the man's been brilliant. So you're going to act like he's top 50, 75, whatever, in a player perspective. My God, he built the Lakers dynasty the second go around. He came on with the Clippers. He's been with the Warriors. Everything the man touches turns to gold. And you're going to act like now we're not going to rank the guy. So screw the Lakers. Jerry West is above that.
All right, last question. Is this just a case where they have too many stars over history and too many titles that, like, Jerry West is so long ago they don't even care now?
It's Jerry West. He was the foundation of this whole thing. You got to honor him.
Yeah.
All right, I agree. So that's just a total shit show out in LA, and I think they're probably going to be in the bubble aspect of the playoffs. Is that right? They're that bad this year, so we get to look forward to that.
Hey, so for the record, with Jeannie Buss saying this type of crap, she's like politically incorrect, talking about Jerry West this way. So let's cancel her.
Yeah, I mean, I'm good if we can cancel why can't we cancel somebody that freaking deserves it for once? But
how's this go, Chad?
Delete. As we talk about that, I am watching AEW in the background. I know nobody cares, but it's still real to me. Damn it, we know this. But the other big news, it really wasn't news, but it came out today. I think it's been broken news for like months. Mr. Brown, much condolences. Our petition for the Washington football team's change to the Washington emails fell on deaf ears, and we have a new name. It's the what is it, Tommy?
It's just Commanders, but for some reason it's Commodores for me.
The Commodores.
Yeah. Somebody posted on our page the Commodores, and I can't quit thinking about
it.
No, same here.
They're a shit house. They're not mighty. I don't know. It's bad.
I like it.
All right, so quickly going through the other available names that were there. Just tell me if these are better, or worse, or just all hot garbage. So the other names in strong contention were the Armada.
I think it's better than Commander.
Okay. How about the Brigade?
Don't like it.
How about the Defenders?
No.
That sounds like an XFL, or was it maybe? I don't know. How about the Washington Presidents?
Well, you got the Commanders. That's Commander in Chief as it is. So
I guess. So they went from the Native Americans to the people that killed the Native Americans, right? That's what we did.
Delete.
How about the Red Hogs?
I kind of like that.
Hey, Chad. I need to get my tomahawks. We're talking about deleting Native Americans.
I know, right? Well, easy. We don't want to bring your Atlanta Braves into this. Tommy, while he's doing that, how about the Admirals?
Oh, I hate that.
How about the Generals?
No.
The Tomahawk looks a little floppy.
World Football League team, wasn't it? The Generals?
It might have been. Or was that USFL maybe?
USFL maybe? I don't know.
All right, so rounding out, you had the Red Tails, the Federals, the Rough Riders, the Owls, the Alliance, and Revolution. And last but not least, the Pigskins, just in case they wanted to keep skins in the name.
Pigskins. Hey, that's not bad. I kind of like the Red Hogs.
I like the Red Tails.
I feel like most of them sounded like they were like a generic, like the name that automatically gets generated if you make a team in Madden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other thing I saw outside of the Commanders was a lot of people was referring to them as the Commies now.
The Commies. Yeah.
Dude, we've been talking about the emails for months. You can't tell me that's not a better name.
It didn't even make the list.
The emails is the best one of all.
I know. It was topical. It had to do with the changing times and technology. And it's really a foundation that franchise is based on.
It had everything to do with the demise of John Gruden.
Right. And let's be honest, have emails not been a bigger issue in Washington before?
Absolutely.
Not that we bring up politics here. We don't know sports. Just saying.
I think it should be the emails or the other one. I like the
you like the Red Tails, right?
No, I like the emails and the Washington Wokes.
The Wokes.
Yes.
Woke.
Yeah, now they're just a pile of garbage. It's all hot trash. Yeah. We put a poll up. We just asked everybody how it went, and it overwhelmingly was this was botched on every account. And I think out of the hundreds of people that voted, last time I checked, there was about 5 people that said it was the perfect name.
Chad hated it.
That's exactly it. 2 snaps and a twist, baby. All right, so in some other news just around the day, Justin, I don't know if I'm saying his name right, Otten, the tight end coach for Green Bay, well, he's been made the offensive coordinator of the Denver Broncos. Does that surprise you, or is this more of the chess move to bring Aaron Rodgers to Mile High?
Absolutely the chess move.
Mr. Brown, are you a Raiders fan? Is this a foregone conclusion?
I mean, they got to lure him in there, man. I mean, because, like, let's be real. Ever since John Elway retired, other than Peyton Manning, it's been a hot mess of garbage. And I know you had your Tim Tebow defeating Turbo Tommy Steelers in that game, but my God, they've been a hot mess at quarterback.
Really? Why did we have to bring it up?
Because that's the pinnacle of the last. Well, Elway's done, and then my favorite thing today was, and we're not going into a bunch of Brian Flores talk today because we already discussed it yesterday, and everybody on every news outlet just beat the drum to death today. But my favorite thing I saw was the picture I think Mr. Brown posted of Gary Busey, and it was John Elway showing up to Brian Flores' job interview.
That's great.
I love Gary Busey.
That's the state of the Broncos right now. That's what we get to see. All right, a couple more NFL things. Well, just since we were talking about the Brian Flores thing, is I think Mr. Brown just fell unconscious. Hugh Jackson came out and said that he also, like Flores, when he was with the Browns, said that he was told to lose games. Does that surprise you at all, or does this just seem like people are finally talking about things like we didn't already know what was happening?
Did they really have to tell him to lose games? He was doing it on his own. I mean,
that's a subtle dig there. Do you think these owners are paying? Do you think they're incentivizing the coaches to lose games?
I can see it happening, especially if you're looking in a draft pick and you got a franchise player coming through and you're trying to make that play for him.
Now, at least the Sixers were transparent when they did it. Everybody else is just like, I don't know. Let's just wait for the news to come out now. But it'll be interesting to see if there's any facts to support this stuff. How about Jalen Hurts? He had an ankle surgery. Is he still the guy in Philly, or are we going to see them move on here in the offseason?
I thought they had already started to dig in on him. I thought they were already saying that he's going to be the franchise guy. But I don't know, an ankle surgery, that might change things.
Nah, they said he'll be all right come spring practice and all that stuff.
Chad, he's the guy. They drafted him for a reason. The only reason Minshew played was because of injury. They believe in Jalen Hurts. That's what the quarterback position is in NFL today, is a dual threat. What is wrong with you?
All right, well, let me change the question. Not do they believe in it. Do you believe in Jalen Hurts?
Sounds like he does.
I believe it absolutely.
All right, that's on record now.
Hey,
that's all I need.
Stevie Wonder says, was it signed, sealed, delivered? I'm yours.
I don't. It's signed and sealed, but we'll see how the delivery goes. All right, we had National Signing Day, but nobody cares. However, Caleb Williams left Oklahoma and followed his boy Lincoln Riley out to USC. Is college football going to do anything to correct the nonsense that's been created by the transfer portal? Is this the new normal forever?
It's a mess. It's a mess. You see Jimbo Fisher and Lane Kiffin going at it?
So they had a little Twitter spat, right?
Yeah. I think Jimbo was calling Lane a clown.
For what?
Because
For what?
Huh?
For what?
Because all he does is get transfers now.
Yeah.
Nice.
He's feasting. And on another note, we had the video everybody was laughing about with Brian Kelly, cutting a move and dancing with the recruit to LSU, and then he turns around and signs with Alabama today. So
Man, that's a good move.
What a
That's
flex.
great.
I'm going to go viral with you, coach, but you're not my coach.
Yeah, that's great.
Nick Saban ain't got to do that stupid shit.
Did you see Nick doing that?
I'm like, what makes the transfer think it's okay? I mean, like you're going to Alabama. Congrats. I mean, like, why? I don't understand.
Well, he wasn't a transfer. He was just straight up recruit.
No,
but
I got that. He's a recruit. But my thing is like, oh, I'm going to pretend like I'm going here and then I'm going to Alabama. The safe choice. Congrats.
He's just taking these visits in and enjoying the ride. And I guess LSU has the disco room set up for just such an occasion.
To me, it's a story if he was like Jackson State.
Right. Yeah. Which, you know, that's a story that's still being written. So we'll see how that goes. The only thing we had on TV tonight was the Memphis Grizzlies and the Knicks. Did anybody really care about that? John Morant's showing out, and the Knicks are garbage. You got Wisconsin, Illinois, Villanova, and Marquette. You had some top 25 matchups. And then, like I said, I was watching my AEW, but kind of a light night in the world of sports. It's already 10 o'clock here on the East Coast. It's time for a nightcap. You guys are going to watch anything, or are you just heading for bed?
I am currently watching the Knicks-Memphis game.
Oh, you hour out into that one. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Tommy.
Sir.
Turn that shit off because you're god awful in fantasy basketball. I'm actually watching because guess what? I matter.
Quit trying to hold him down. He's trying to better himself here, and you just shit all over his efforts, man.
I'm just saying. Quit watching, bro, because just we'll worry about next year.
The disrespect.
I'm
just that much better than you.
You are in first place, correct?
He's in first place with the fantasy basketball?
I think he is. I think he is the Sky Hookers.
You see that?
He said you're number one.
I got two.
Who's that?
Man.
I got two.
Such stubby little fingers, but that's okay.
Hey, I can palm a basketball, bitch. Can you?
The ones in the little ones in the garage there.
No.
Real ones. All right, well, fellas, it's been good. We got the big show tomorrow night, and then we do have a packed night because we got some Rams and Bengals fans coming on the show. How do you think that's going to shake out? We got some diehards here, man.
I'm just excited for you. I want to hear you just bang on that drum.
Hey, I still got 9 more days of it, so I'm not taking it for granted.
Are you one of the Bengals fans, Chad, or do you get enough people to support your team there?
It took a minute, but I had to dig deep. But I did not feel it would be right for the show for me to represent Bengals on there, so I had to find. We got 2 and 2, 2 Rams, 2 Bengals.
So you are not included in the 2 and 2.
I am not.
We're ready to roll.
We are ready to rock and roll. So good time. If they can even hold a candle to the likes of Packers fans like Mike Gallo or the Lions faithful that we had that are still just phenomenal, then it'll be a damn good show. So I'm hoping for the best.
Shout out to Net Hopes, my boy.
Man, always good to support the page, the group, the podcast, everything, man. He's one of us now. But that being said, I think we've ran long enough, so we're going to wrap it up and call it a night here on Wednesday. Whether you're listening to this late tonight or on Thursday morning, we hope you have a wonderful day and enjoy a safe commute because we got some ice storms coming to the East Coast. And if you're out on the West Coast, hopefully you're pre-gaming and get ready for the Super Bowl because we're not going because the tickets are too damn expensive. Go hit my GoFundMe up. I'll try to make it out there. We'll see what happens. But this has been the We Don't Know Sports Podcast. Thanks for checking us out. We'll see you next time.